Hello, my name is Sekit, and we are playing TNP Limitless 5. And the first thing I'm going to do today is try to figure out what's going on with OBS. My video has been really jittery, and I don't know why. And yeah, it's fine on the on my regular monitor, but when I'm moving the mouse around, it's super jittery in OBS. Okay, I changed the video frame rate down a little bit. Now it's still just acting super weird. Is it as bad? It's as bad. Alright, I think that's a little bit better. It's not anywhere like as jittery as it was, I don't think. It's still not great. I'll have to keep investigating. Anyway, first thing I wanted to do today was make a little chicken coop. We can put our acacia logs right in here and get some fences out. And what we're gonna do, I definitely want to make it bigger. Seems awfully loud. No, it's not that loud. We'll turn it down a little bit. Want to make it bigger than the one we have in all the mods Spellbound. Oops. Alright, that should be a little bit more room. And I think what we're gonna do, guess I didn't really need the woodcutter for that. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna do a little stairway up here to get down in here. There we go. Okay, that's a start. Let's make ourselves a fence gate here. What's that? Oh, it's a fly. And we'll fill in these windows. And we're gonna do a slab roof on it this time. Okay, not the fanciest build I've ever done, but it does the job. And the new light mechanic, it lights up, those 4 lanterns light up a good long way. It's even safe on the roof. And we got 14 eggs, so hopefully we'll get a chicken here. And 1. And that one will certainly lay some more eggs, but let's see if we can get 2. Just the 1. That's alright, buddy. Anyway, now that we have at least 1 chicken, I want to go ahead and make some food because I want to go clear out another one of those dungeons. We're going to want some bread, and if you shift-click, it'll craft as many as it can. So that's, where do we have the bread in here? Quite handy. And now we should have enough to make beef stew? No. Oh, no! I meant to make flour, not bread. Okay, but I think we can make a hamburger. Oh, we've already made hamburgers. Okay. Well, that's all right. Oh my. So I'm going through here and I already found something cool. These bunny hoppers. They increase our jump height, which is great, but immunity to fall damage? That's amazing. What you do with these is there should be a feat slot. Yeah. There we go. Boing, 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 boing. Ooh. Hit my head against the ceiling. We're down here on the 2nd floor. There's some kind of... I might have missed it all. But there's some kind of big booming noises, like explosions. One of these boys. Did I knock him off the spider? Yeah, take that. I don't know what all that racket was. Hey, you. Now, even with the new light mechanics involving spawners, with projectile light, these are just like giant loot boxes. You can get all kinds of stuff out of here, and it's really going to help us out. Now, this room up ahead, I don't know that we saw one of these the last time. These are pretty dangerous because there's obvious spawners and there's not obvious spawners. The not obvious ones, they're hidden behind these quartz blocks. You need quartz anyway, so that's just fine. Sometimes there's a couple of them. There's chests back here too, so this is definitely worth your time. It's worth your time for the quartz. Now these pits can give you a hard time. There's a piston behind here that'll fire if you set off that pressure plate. It'll knock you right down. Give you a hard time. Okay, we found our first piece of iridium. That's exciting. Takes me back. Now we got all kinds of stuff now. But there's one more thing I want to get before we get super into some building. Oh, is there not one? I was looking for an archwood forest. And I don't see one. Let's see. I don't see any Ars Nouveau biomes, so if we're going to find a Sylph, we're going to have to do some serious exploring. This is not what I was looking for, but I sure did find it. It looks like another one of those dungeons from, I want to say, the Awesome Dungeon mod or something. Oh, we got little micro blocks. Nice. It's Null's head. Poor Null. Let's see what we have in here. A spawner. We got me unable to get in here. There we go. Hey, I want to break that. Probably up in the air or something. Yeah, we're definitely up in the air. There we go. Make sure that thing's off. I'll just shoot this boy. Come on. Out of the way. Oh, there's another one. Oh, full of dudes. Alright. Let's see what's in the barrel. Oh, good stuff! Heart of the Sea? Are you kidding me? Nice. Let's see what else we have. That's a lot of spiders. I'm sure there's more spawners down here. This is great. These are, they look like they're rolling the same loot table as the buried treasure stuff. I'm not complaining about that. Let's see if we can get in here. Now there's a Drigme shard. If we can find some Sylph shards in one of these spots, we'll be styling. Here's another case of of a source node from Elemental Craft overwriting a block. So, hey, it's early on. I found another couple of structures. I think this one's full of pillagers. It's nice and laggy too. Where is it? Where's the entrance? In here? Well. Oh, snap. Couldn't hit that guy when he was in his bed. Knowledge of death has increased. Let's see. Here's the GUI. Now we got... Let's put another point in a treasure speaker. That sounds good. A shortage of loot up here. Let's see. We got steak and apples. And some garbage. Steak and apples. I'd hate to have to clean these guys' toilets. A little iron, a little leather. Still at the point where we always need coal and gold. And there are a couple others. Is there anything under this? Doesn't look like it. It's worth a look. There are a couple other chests out back, or loot barrels, or something. So let's take a look. Arrows. That's fine. More arrows. Oh, cool little spot. Oh, it's laggy out here. That's another dungeon crawl structure, I'm sure of it. If we were to poke our head in here, we'd see the familiar bedroom. Oh, it's laggy. Ding, 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 ding. Wait, a Whirlisprig? What on earth is a Whirlisprig? I mean, it looks like you'd get it the same method. So maybe that's what we want? Do I have the book on me? Oh, everything's burning down. We should probably get away from there a little bit. Yes, I do. Have they renamed the Sylph to Whirlisprig? I love it. Whirlisprig charm. Curious nature sprites that are exclusively found, summon, begin producing natural materials. Wild Whirlisprig can be defended, will drop away. It looks like it's just a name change. Oh, but now you just use it on a flower. Okay, so we don't need the summoning crystal anymore. Oh, we can dye them? They gotta be happy. We can use blocks on it? Oh, okay, I see. If you right-click it with a block, it'll tell you whether it would like it in its area or not. Interesting. Very interesting. So now that we got our whirligig, I guess, we're gonna try to set up a way to power her. We're gonna use something called a Volcanic Accumulator. And we're gonna need a little bit of space for it, because we're gonna have it involving some lava. I'll have it right in here. Now, if you give this thing stone to sit on in a little 3x3, it should turn the stone first into magma and then into lava. I know it used to do that. It used to just run off the lava under it. Those were the days, folks. I've played packs with the adjustment from what the Volcanic Accumulator used to be to what it is now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we'll see which one it is in this pack. Assuming it's going to work, we've got stone underneath where I believe the lava will appear. We also have these archwood saplings, and The Volcanic Accumulator, it burns stuff up and creates source from it. Now, I don't know if these are one by themselves or two by two. We're going to find out. But anything burnable, it'll use up and make source from it. You get a bonus from any kind of archwood log, and you get more of a bonus from blazing archwood logs. So it's blazing archwood that we're going to make. Now the accumulator itself is not difficult to make. It's just some lava, and I want to say you put the source gems like this and the gold like this. Exactly the opposite of that. There we go. The other thing we're going to want is an arcane pedestal, I think. Now what it said, we make our arcane stone just like that with the source gem and the stone. What the book said, our dusty whatever, worn notebook, is that the volcanic accumulator will consume items on the pedestal. So I have questions about the pedestal. I'm going to slap down the source link right here. That's the difference. It's now a volcanic source link. I think it used to be called a volcanic accumulator. A difference anyway. And we're going to put the pedestal right here. And we're going to try to connect a hopper to it. I have no idea what this is going to do. Okay, you definitely only need one sapling to grow the archwood trees. Now let's see what happens if we just throw some of this in there. Yeah! Okay. That looks about like what we want. So in theory, I think if we were to put another source jar right here, this thing would start filling it up. Is that how it works? How nearby is nearby? Okay, now it's doing something. And now it's producing source. Very nice. Now to move the source from that jar to the jar we're going to want to connect it with, we're going to need this thing called a source relay. It does use an entire block of the arcane stone, but we've got plenty of these, or an entire block of the source gems. But we got plenty of these. Uh-oh. Okay, one source relay. How do we do this? Oh, okay, it's even cheaper than it used to be. That's wonderful. Still a relatively new mod. There's a lot of things changing. I gotta say, I really like it. One of my favorite new mods. We're also going to need something called a Dominion Wand, and for this, we're going to need an Enchanting Apparatus. Now, to do the kind of Enchanting Apparatus crafting stuff, we're going to need a couple of things. The first is the Enchanting Apparatus itself. It's not hard to make. It's just iron, diamond, and a couple more of this arcane stone. So we'll go ahead and make one of these. We're also going to need something called an arcane core, which I want to say is this thing. And that's okay, 2 gold and some more of the arcane stone. That's easy enough. Boy, there's a lot of decorative arcane blocks now too. I like that. And an arcane V. Isn't that nice? We're also going to want 8 pedestals. And that was pure chance that I had exactly enough. Now there's no specific way you have to put the pedestals down. It's not like Thaumcraft or what am I trying to think of? Mystical Agriculture. It doesn't work like that. They just need to be relatively nearby. Now we're going to have an arcane core and the enchanting apparatus right on top of it. Now what JEI is telling us here is that these items surrounding the middle item go on the pedestals. This goes into the enchanting apparatus itself, and whatever on the outside here is what you get. So it doesn't matter which pedestals we put them down on. We'll just put them on these 3, that's fine. And then all you do is right-click whatever you're going to put in there, and if there's a valid recipe, it'll go to town. If there's not a valid recipe, I think it tells you. There it is. One Dominion Wand. So if this still works the same, what you do is right-click, set the position, right-click again. The relay is set to take from there. And then we're going to right-click again, position set, and then we're going to right-click on this jar. So if this jar empties, which it will, because the Sylph uses a bit of source, then the source that this thing is producing with the archwood will go into this source jar, and then the relay will transport it from this source jar into this one over here. Now there's some more stuff we got to do before we're ready to really get the Sylph going, like the Sylph. The Whirligig. The Whirligig functions best with a lot of materials and a large diversity of materials. Now we have a lot. What we don't have is much diversity. So I'm going to change this whole spot up. I've greatly condensed the amount of room that the crops are taking up. There's only, like we've got 2 hemp going, we've got 4 wheat. I'm gonna have like pumpkins over here, and then 1 each of the Croptopia crops. Next thing we're gonna do, because this thing will produce, the Whirligig will produce, what am I trying to say? It'll produce wood and saplings for us too. It doesn't have to be real trees. So you can kind of just put wood blocks down, and then some leaf blocks to generate saplings. One really good thing for Whirligig diversity are flowers, especially since we are in a flower forest. We should be able to get all of these. I think we can search by tag in here. Let's see. Nope. Now, I think an allium would be a nice flower, speaking of flowers, to center the Sylph on. We do have mystical agriculture in the pack, so we're going to make some inferium seeds to get our essence going here. What can we do? I don't want to use all of this. That ought to be fine. Now, I've never been clear with what's now called the Whirligig. There's an interaction with mystical agriculture where you have an improved chance of getting seeds or a chance of getting extra seeds from harvesting mystical agriculture crop that is the same tier as the farmland below it. And we'll get into the different tiers later, but using the inferium right on the farmland gives you tier 1 farmland. And at least in past versions, we certainly have gotten seeds from the Whirligig. So we're gonna behave as though that's true. It doesn't cost us anything, except for some essence. It does cost us some essence. Now there's one more thing that we're gonna need here, and it's this this Mage Bloom stuff. It's just 4 source gems in your apparatus, and then anything the game recognizes as a seed. We're gonna do. There we go. I think we can bone meal this stuff, yeah. That'll give us the Mage Bloom. Now we're gonna make our Whirlisprig. I keep calling it a Whirligig. It's a Whirlisprig. Whirlisprig. It's one of the seeds, one of the Mage Blooms itself, a regular seed, an oak, a birch, a spruce, a source gem, and a diamond. And we take our Whirlisprig shards, we stick them in there, and we get some wonderful animations. Does this little thing. And we got our Whirlisprig charm. And we should oh, I'm going to want to upgrade this chest before I do like anything else. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to use a diamond barrel. I thought we had some variety of iron chests in the mod, but we don't. So let's, oh my. Okay, so now you get this Whirlisprig blossom apparently, and there she is. Let's see what she thinks about the place. Happy enough. Extremely diverse. Will never turn down a new addition. So we're going to give her a minute here. See, she used to recognize the old iron chests, so I'm really hoping she'll recognize this. But it kind of doesn't look like she is. You know, we do have expanded storage. I thought I must have been searching for the wrong thing. So let's see, we'll get, whoop, and then I want to say 2 diamonds and some glass. And let's hope this will work. What we want is an iron chest. And we'll upgrade that to a gold chest. And we'll upgrade that to a diamond chest. Let's see if this works. All right. Yeah, this is just a failure. Let's try this diamond chest. Oh, it's time to sleep. Oh, that looks promising. Doesn't seem like she's really given us anything, though. Oh, now she's underneath. We're gonna have to do some building. So let's see. Maybe I'm just doing this wrong. Let's see. Whirlisprigs. 10 blocks any direction from the flower. They'll only generate items if there's a chest next to the flower. I feel like we have a chest next to the flower, but maybe it just doesn't like this. Oh, look, she likes it. Very, very, very good. Now, the next thing we want to think about is getting it from our chest here into the storage drawers. So what we're going to try to do, and I think we can do this from underneath, is our item pipes. We're just going to that is what? Nothing's any big deal. Okay, we just have to find the chest. I think it's right on the other side here, right? Yeah. Let's get this set up. Now I'm hooking it up to the other drawer controller too. Those drawers are all locked, but we're going to have plenty of stuff to put in them. And we're going to set this. Did that work? I'm not sure that's working. Aha! No, it isn't. It's I've got it below the source jar, not below the chest. Let's go ahead and fix that up. Am I out of pipes? Good thing we don't need this one. Oh, there goes the source jar. Give me the pipe back. Ah, there we go. And we'll just here. Now we got a pipe. Just enough there. Did that work? There we go. And now it'll just start sucking stuff out of here. I guess we're gonna get a lot of stripped acacia. I didn't consider that. Well, folks, it looks like we're rolling. We've got some, at least the beginnings of some automatic resource production with our Whirlisprig from Ars Nouveau, our all of our crops, storage doors, and the pipes and expanded storage. Put it all together, and now I got to build a building around it. But I'm probably going to do that off camera, and then we'll check it out in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.